Hey guys, let's get more news from Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Steelers Mike Tomlin breaks silence on QB Kenny Pickett's future. Quarterback Kenny Pickett did not speak to the media following the Pittsburgh Steelers' 31-17 playoff loss to the Buffalo Bills. Therefore, the media was unable to ask Pickett about his future in Pittsburgh. But it was a major topic at the end of the season press conference for head coach Mike Tomlin. Tomlin shared with reporters that Pickett will return as the team's QB1 next season. But the head coach suggested that Pickett will have to earn the right to keep his job. There's always competition in this thing. We don't anoint anyone, Tomlin told the media on January 18. Man, I'm appreciative of his efforts and where he is and excited about continuing to work with him. But certainly, he will be challenged from a competition perspective moving forward. Competition brings the best out in all of us. As Tomlin continued to answer questions about his quarterback who didn't play again after suffering an ankle injury on December 3, he said he's already talked to Pickett about the fact that the 2024 season will be a big year for him. Pickett went 7-5 as Pittsburgh's starting quarterback in 2023. He posted the exact same record during his rookie season in 2022. Pickett's individual statistics mostly stayed the same as well in his second season. He posted a 62% completion percentage and averaged 6.4 yards per pass, with 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in 12 games during 2023. Including the playoffs, Mason Rudolph started the final 4 contests for the Steelers. Rudolph went 3-1 with a 68.1% completion percentage and 8.4 yards per pass average. He also had 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. In addition to Pickett, Tomlin addressed Rudolph's future in Pittsburgh. However, Tomlin wasn't willing to say as much about Rudolph because he's a pending free agent. He is a free agent and it is free agency, Tomlin told reporters. So, we'll see where that leads us. But Tomlin did express that the Steelers organization wants Rudolph to return. Rudolph played the best football of his career in the final 3 regular season games of 2023. With him behind center, the Steelers averaged 24.5 points per game including the playoffs. In games where Pickett started during 2023, the Steelers averaged 16 points per contest. During Rudolph's first 2 starts, the Steelers' offense scored at least 30 points. They didn't have a 30-point performance prior to Rudolph entering the lineup in Week 16. The question, though, is whether Rudolph will want to return. After playing well for a few weeks, this could be his chance for a significant free agency payday. He also may prefer to sign with a team where he will be considered the clear-cut starter. With the Steelers, he would have to compete with a former first-round pick for the starting job. But for what it's worth, Rudolph expressed a desire to return immediately after the playoff loss. Report: Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin now open to contract questions. The Pittsburgh Steelers had a surprising playoff appearance this NFL. Despite going through a quarterback carousel and questionable offensive success, the Steelers managed to finish the regular season with a 10-7 record. That was good enough for a playoff appearance. Unfortunately, they were eliminated last week by the Buffalo Bills. This left people wondering where head coach Mike Tomlin would stand in 2024. Now, he is ready to talk about it. In an earlier press conference, Tomlin seemed to be open to questions about his contract in 2024 and beyond. This comes just days after walking out of a press conference when one reporter asked him about this very subject. Now, it appears that Tomlin has had time to cool off from the playoff loss. He summarized these feelings with this quote: "Historically, Tomlin has had unbelievable success with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He has coached this team for 17 seasons. Throughout that stretch, Tomlin has not had one losing season. However, with recent reports that came out about fans wanting Mike Tomlin fired, you may find that hard to believe. On top of this, there were even reports discussing Tomlin going to other teams such as the Washington Commanders. For now, he is staying with the Steelers at least up until the start of the 2024 NFL season. As mentioned above, Pittsburgh did have a surprisingly good season, despite the challenges they faced. Now, they move forward and look to improve in the 2024 NFL season. Tomlin opened up about some steps the Steelers were taking to do just that. For starters, Pittsburgh is in search of a new offensive coordinator. Tomlin revealed that the Steelers will be looking for candidates outside of the organization to help fill that position. This comes after firing offensive coordinator Matt Canada in the middle of the season. Then, there is QB Kenny Pickett. Tomlin expects Pickett to remain with the Steelers and be slated as QB1 for the 2024 NFL season. However, this comes with one catch. That catch is the Steelers are likely to bring in outside competition for Pickett. We will have to see how this plays out during training camp next season. Julian Edelman names which team Bill Belichick should go to. Bill Belichick is a free agent head coach after he and the New England Patriots parted ways this offseason. It was a move that wasn't unexpected, but will still have league-wide ramifications, depending on Belichick's next coach. Although he remains connected to the Atlanta Falcons, one of his former players thinks he should coach a team that defeated him in the Super Bowl. Former Patriots wide receiver Julian Edelman chose the Steelers as Belichick's next destination. Edelman explained that the Steelers' need for defensive help is the main reason he would be a good fit. Bill has respect for people who do their jobs well, Edelman said. I don't think Bill wants to be the GM, but he will want input from someone he respects, and I think that would be a great fit for him. It would completely change the balance of power in the NFC if Belichick and the Eagles made this move. Philadelphia is a year away from a Super Bowl appearance and began the 2023 season with a 10-1 record before a late-year collapse that included a loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wildcard round. So in theory, Belichick wouldn't have to do much to save the Eagles and would still be within easy reach of his family on the East Coast. The idea seems like a win-win, but it would require Philadelphia to fire Sirianni first. And you fan, what do you think of the Bill Belichick situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.